Hello, welcome back, you amazing crazy people, back to the channel True Gaming here, back with some more Final Fantasy VIII. Last time on Final Fantasy VIII, we were grinding the levels, guys. We were leveling up to get to the all-important great levels around about 25 to 30 level. Scroll is now level 37. We got that all-important dragon skin so that we can get the ultimate blades and weapons, things like that. So now we're going to go through this hedge, this forest, and we're going to go to Galbadia Garden. Let's do this, guys. Let's get straight into it, guys, with some more Final Fantasy VIII. So guys, here we have another guy that is playing the card game, the Triple Triad. What you want to do is not mix, so you want to keep saying no, and by saying this you're not going to mix the rules with their rules, and what you want to do is you want to make it so it's your rules, not theirs, and then you want to play, and you want to keep doing it until you get the right one. If it's not working for you, you can do the one rule, but if you want to do the open rule, spread that, you want to go back and forth between timber. Now, you should have already done it. If you haven't, take a look at my video. My playlist should be there somewhere. It's pretty easy to find out how to do it. To go back and forth between gardens to get to timber to spread the open rule. Now, what the open rule does is lets you see the cards, so it makes it a lot easier to play against each one. There's going to be some foreign students here, so make sure you don't spread your rules with theirs just yet, and so you can abolish the elemental or the same rule, because the same plus rule is a pretty nasty rule. It flips open certain cards that are together. That is a rabbit hole that you do not want to go down, guys. So let's get into it, guys. We're going to be doing some of the main quests here. Some of it you can't really do without progressing, so we're going to progress as much as we can so that we can get some of the cards that we need to become a little bit stronger. Some of these cards are going to give us some items for the next character as well, and he's going to be a beast, guys. He's a boss character. I'll show you how to equipped him in the next episode, because we don't get him towards the end of this one, so it's going to be quite a hands-on episode, guys. We're going to try and do this as fast as possible. What we need to do is actually go up these stairs, but these guys are literally doing press-ups along the hallway. It's a very different garden to the one we're at, definitely, for sure. Right, so we want to go up towards this door here. You want to talk to this guy here. He's going to tell you about the Delin city capital. They're basically talking about which stance they are, and this garden is neutral, and it doesn't like to fight in anyone's battles. I wonder if they have a garden festival here too. So Quistis attended classes here. How long are they gonna make us wait? How'd it go? They understood our situation, and Balam Garden is safe. The attack on the prison in Timber was classified as an independent action. There was an official notice from the Galbadian government saying that Balam Garden is not being held responsible. So Cephas taking all the blame. Trial's over and the sentence has been carried out. He was executed? Of course he was. He attacked the garden. He sacrificed himself for the owls. It was your group that got Cephas involved in all this. You're a resistance faction, right? You must have been prepared for the worst. I'm sure Cephas was prepared for this. So don't think of it as Cephas sacrificing himself for it. I'm sorry, I guess that wasn't much consolation. I don't have any good memories of him. I've seen some troubled children, but he was beyond troubled. Well, he wasn't really a bad guy. Cephas never to be a seed. I didn't like the guy, but executed that bastard? I really liked him. He was always full of confidence, smart. Just by talking to him, I felt like I could take on the world. Your boyfriend? I don't really know. I think I was in love. I wonder how he felt. Do you still like him? If I didn't, I wouldn't be talking about him. It was last summer. I was 16, lots of fond memories. You really hated Cephas, didn't you, Zell? Yeah, but he was from Garden, he was one of us. If I can, I want to get revenge. I liked him, wasn't really a bad guy, he was one of us. Cephas, you'll become just a memory. Will they talk about me this way if I die too? Squall was this and that, using past tense, saying whatever they want. So this is what death is all about. Not for me. I won't have it. What's wrong, Squall? I won't have it. What? Are you mad? I'm not having anyone talk about me in past tense. Mass seems to be down the other way. So we're gonna walk down this way because the next cutscene is actually one that you only get when you go towards this area. We've got to go round and back round to the other way. But I just wanted to show you this area here. This is actually where we're going to be coming down to a bit later on. Not in this episode though, but later on in the story, guys. We'll remember that bit for later. But first, we need to find a certain someone. So we can't go this way just yet. So we need to go downstairs. And we need to go to a certain part. Here we go. Yo, Squall! What are you doing here? What am I doing? I'm a messenger. Brought you a new order from Headmaster Sid, you know. What kind of order? I don't know. Gave it to the head honcho here. Just did what Headmaster Sid wanted, you know. Explain. We were supposed to go to Timber, but the trains have stopped, so we had no other choice but to come here. Kind of relieved to see you guys here. Cephas. Oh yeah. Wasn't Cephas with you? I believe Cephas may be dead. I heard he was tried in Galbadia and then executed. Lies. Well, ha ha ha. That's gotta be a lie, you know? There's no way he'd put up with a trial, you know? Or an execution for that matter. It's just so not Cephas, you know? Fine. Oh what? We're gonna meet up with Cephas. Well, see you, Squall. We're gonna head off to Galbadia to look for Cephas. Alright guys, so what we need to do next is actually go back to the room. We just had to get that kind of cutscene out of the way so we knew what was going on and if he was alive, because technically we still think he's dead at this point, because we don't really know where he went or what happened. Because in the last scene he kind of just went and took her off with the queen and kind of just like shut them. Let's save up just here real quick. Make sure you got that save file, guys, and we will carry on. Let's go back to the area. There are a few things that we can do. This guy here, we can talk to him and play cards. I just wanted to show you real quick, because at this point we should have some pretty decent cards so we can play this girl and this guy here. They got some top-notch cards. They're like 7s and 8s. This is really good for us because we can get some really decent cards. We're not always going to kind of get the ones that we want straight away. And as you can see, I'm not using the open rule here. It takes a lot of time to set up. So in this game, I'm not really going to go ahead and bother. But as you can see, I got captured for that. But if you keep fighting him, you should be able to get to the cards that I want to show you. I want to show you a couple of cards here so that you can see what I'm talking about. I'm going to put my Marlboro there. Here we go. Here we go. You got 2 cards there already. And yep. So we want one of these cards. Should be able to get it. Oh, we've got the same rule there. So we've got this one here. That is Fujin and Rajin. There we go. We should be able to get some more cards here real quick. Try and get a couple of games into this episode. Just so I can show you some of the cards that you can get from these guys here. There's some really good cards you can pick up here, and you can also translate them and you can card mod them into some decent items as well. That's what we mainly want them for as well. Gonna bring the big boy cards out, guys. There we go. Let me think. There we go. We got it. So we got this one here. This is Shumi tribe. We're going to learn about their tribe at some point. Here's another game. I've already started it. Trying to do this really quick. Here's another card here. You can get a couple of cards here. You got the big worm there. This is the card I want. There we go. It's like the Avalo. It's kind of like the boss that we fought at the first timber. We were running away from the machine there. And obviously you've got quite a few cards already here. I've played quite a few games already. I'm cutting out quite a lot of this so that you don't have to watch it. But here we go. We're going to try and get quite a few of these cards. Quite a few other cards that I haven't really shown you, but there's some really good levels. There we go. Let's take that one there. Got another one here. There we go. So we got the trauma of a light there. Here we go. We got the A60 something or other. That's the other one that you can get. There's quite a lot of different cards here that you can get from these guys here. Oh, here's another one. That's a boss that we're going to fight later on. I'm not going to go into it, but that's another card here. There we go. We want that one. There we go. Just play 1 or 2 more games here. There's a few more cards I want to show you. Can we get him to play it? That is the question, guys. Can we get them to play it? It takes a while to get them to play it. You sometimes have to win quite a few games for them to play their good cards. So it was just a Fujin card on that one. Let's try again, real quick. See if we can get some more cards here. Let's see if we get the one that we want. Oh, we got another one there. That is the bee kind of thing that we fought at the beginning there. Yep, so we're going to go for the Garagonda. Alright guys, so we're going to move on now. So there's this guy here that we can play. He doesn't have that many great cards, but you can play him. There's a few things you can do is you can use him to change rules. Him and the guy that is just down the hall from here in the ice hockey room, he's going to be sitting down on the table. And he's a foreign exchange student, and you can use him and this other guy swap the rules you want to spread the open rule around to the different place, and then you can just carry on doing things like that. So we want to spread the open rule to this guy, but we don't want to mix rules, so we want to say no to the mixing rules, and then we want to make sure we go back and forth between these two guys so that we can spread the open rule. And there we go. We've not spread the rules to this guy, so we want to eventually spread the open rule, and we want to abolish the same and plus rule to this guy. So that means when we go to Trabia Garden, the rules will be the right rules over there, and we can make sure that we have the open rule. We want to get rid of the random and the plus rule, so we want to abolish these two rules. What you can do is there's this draw point behind me. You can't actually see it, but what you want to do is you want to say yes 7 times and no until you get to the point where you go to draw it, and then you draw it out, and then that should give you the random abolish rule. If you don't, you can just soft reset and do that another 7 times. You want to just keep not drawing it until you've done it, and I've already done that, so I abolished it eventually in one of my playthroughs. But for right now, I'm not actually going to do that. I'll probably just play with the random plus rule. Generally what I do is there is a little trick for this. What you need to do is just get rid of card mod all your cards till you have your strongest cards, so that's all you're gonna get in. So that means when the random rule goes, you'll pretty much all you're gonna have is the plus same rule, so that one you can abolish pretty quickly. The random rule is a lot harder to get rid of though. Let's just wait here. The master should be coming with us. I pretend to see to less complicated that way. Good day. I have official orders from Headmaster Sid addressed to you. Following regulations, I have gone over these orders. After careful consideration of our options, we have decided to fully assist and cooperate with Headmaster Sid. Actually, we too have been planning for this for quite some time. In order to stress the importance of this mission, I must first brief you on the current situation. At ease, you all know about the sorceress being appointed as the peace ambassador for the Galbadian government. However, this ambassador thing is just a cover-up. There will be no peace talks, only threats. Sorceress creates for fear among people, therefore peace talks are not anything to be worried about. Galbadia is planning to use this fear to negotiate with the army. It is clear to Galbadia that nothing's going to happen. Garden is here. It is the fact that Sorcery is planning to use the garden as her base. We have very few options available to us. We entrust world peace and the future to you. Details of the mission are enclosed in these official orders. Any questions? The orders say by means of a sniper. We have no one with that skill. Don't worry about it. Let me introduce an elite sharpshooter from Galbadia Guardian. Keenis. Irvine Keenis. Here we go, guys. The last character of the bunch for this game. We got Irvine. He is a sharpshooter sniper. He is one of the best gunmen in the Final Fantasy franchises. Me personally, I believe his skills is a little bit OP, considering you go from Final Fantasy 7 to this. You didn't have that many gun kind of guys, and then this guy comes along and he's similar to some of the other gun characters. He won't obviously replace some of the other ones that I like from Final Fantasy games, but he is a trooper. He is definitely a character. Failure is not an option. Bang. Looks like I'm with you, Rubes, for Balaam. Greetings. So why do you have to overact everything? You cool with me holding up? That depends on your attitude. I say things that get a rise out of some people. Just don't let it bother you and we'll get along. I shouldn't put him together with Zhao. I remember that. So what we have to do now, folks, is we need to choose the party. So what we're going to go ahead and do is I'm going to choose the people that I'm already using pretty much, and I'll level up the other characters as I go along. But that's pretty much it for this kind of area. We have to talk to the right person. What's our mission? Our next mission, this is no ordering mission. It's a direct order from both Balaam and Galbadia Garden. We're to assassinate the sorceress. We're to shoot her from afar. Keenest will be our sharpshooter. We're to support Keenest to our fullest. Should the sniper fail, we are to attack head on. Thanks for the support, but I never miss my target. Eliminate the sorceress, that's our order. We're going to head to the capital of Galbadia, Delling City. There we'll meet up with General Carway to go over the details for the plan. Let's get going. Well then, we'll need to choose a party for the trip to Delling City. How's this? That's not good. I'll decide. Alright guys, so I'm going to pick the party I want. I want Irvine and I want Renoa because I want to work on her levels a little bit. I'm going to try and do some of the other levels later on. Don't worry about it too much, but I do want Irvine to level up quite a lot for this next kind of mission. Excellent choice, my leader. I may need to think about this a little bit more wisely. So this is going to just go over the party functions because we haven't really had the junction of party switch mode yet. We have this in most Final Fantasy games, so it's not a big deal. It's the same kind of thing, but you can just switch the junctions over. So this kind of gives you the function of not having to give everyone the same kind of magic. So you can just split it between all of them, just swap over the party's magic from time to time. This function just makes it really easy to do. Alright guys, so I hope you've enjoyed this episode thoroughly, as I have, for making it and talking a lot through it. Hopefully you will get to see a few more of the junctions and some of the magic that I've got, and we will take a break there, and I will catch you in the next one, guys. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this one. Thumbs up, like, subscribe if you haven't already, and leave a comment down below. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.